Hello guys, welcome back to Trend Talks. I'm Emerald, and as always, don't forget to like, to share, and most importantly, to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers, so tell a friend to tell a friend so that we can grow this amazing community that's for Harry and Meghan. So let's go back to Harry's BBC interview. That interview took the world by storm for once. It's because the world get to see just how vile, how evil King Charles is. The world got to witness that. There's no way he's going to save himself from this. Because what do you mean? You literally have the power to give your son the security he needs. But no, you're going to extreme lengths to not care about his safety. To put your son, his family, your grandkids, your daughter-in-law in harm's way. And it's really, really sad because this man, it's like, he wants a repeat of what happened to Princess Diana to happen to either Harry, Meghan, and even Archie a little bit. And God forbid that happens, because, listen, people have been coming for him. And I just want to say, I love you guys for just sticking up for Harry. I know, I love you for just loving Harry, for reminding him that we got his back, we're here. We see what is happening. We see who the leftover royals are. We know what they're capable of. Thank you for just opening up, for being vulnerable, for telling us your truth, for owning your truth. And actually, I also love the fact that a lot of people were applauding him for just being strong, being brave, being resilient. You guys, that just speaks volume of who Harry is. The fact that he is willing to do everything humanly possible to ensure the safety of his family, that is a great man. That is a great husband. That is a great father. And that is why King Charles and William are so jealous to the core. They hate that Harry and Meghan are so famous. They're happy, they're living their best lives. Because remember, these are people who just expected in one way or another Harry is going to come back, to come running back to beg King Charles for money. They wished that Harry was miserable, and now that is not happening. They've used every tactic in the book to have him deported, to make his life miserable. They've been attacking Meghan for a very, very long time, day in, day out, just abuse, harassment from these media tablets. Who, you may ask, is behind this? None other than William. And also, you remember, even these so-called royal commentators, they literally admitted to William being behind this. Even Piers Morgan literally recently just admitted that William is the leak that gives him stories. There's lies to just go on and on and on and on about. And that just tells you who this family is. They don't care about, William does not care about his brother. King Charles does not care about his son and his grandkids. And it's sad. And the world got to see that. That is all the world got to see from Harry's interview. And people just love him for that. People just now have been showing so much love, so much support, saying we rally about you, we love you, don't worry, we stand with you, we support you. And this interview took place like almost a week ago, and it's still, people are still talking about it, and I love that. And I'm just so happy that the world loves Harry. And of course, why will they not love Harry? Look at what he's been able to do. He's done so much for people. He has a big heart for people. Everywhere he and Meghan go, they are well embraced. There's applause. The people just love them. People gravitate towards them, even kids. And that just should tell you everything. Unlike the other leftover royals who are usually booed at every single time. So I've seen so much support pouring in on social media from all over the world. People just reminding Harry, do not worry. We now see who they really are. Don't focus on them anymore. You try the best you can, because these people don't care. So now just focus on your babies, focus on your wife and your beautiful life in Montecito. Let them be. They are the ones missing out on you. They're the ones that are missing out on Archie and Lilibet. Don't waste your time. So I also came across someone who actually works for United Nations. Yeah, the United Nations. And she actually had an incident of which so many people have been saying by now about William and Charles, just how evil and disgusting they are. And for the United Nations to back Harry, that should tell you everything. Because this is someone who works for United Nations. they can clearly see how terrible and how evil King Charles is, and he's just a failure as a father. Because what do you mean you don't care about the safety of your own sons, knowing that he has high level threats, even the Al Qaeda, literally, and you don't care about that? You think that is a joke? You think that is okay? You don't want to, and even when he offers to pay for the security himself, you block that. So, United Nations spokesperson said, not called Antoinette, had a lot to say. So I'm just gonna read it and we will break it down. So the frustration of Prince Harry is not that security was refused by British taxpayers, as he is not a working royal anymore, but as a son of King Charles, he and his direct family members are vulnerable to being murdered inside of Britain. That is the true question or reason that King Charles and Prince William are trying to hide, because it is money out of their own pockets. They both are billionaires, but would rather have their son, brother, uncle, niece, nephew, grandchildren be kidnapped or tortured or murdered than pay for security for a few visits to Britain. Can you imagine the heart Prince Harry has to keep in his heart to know this latter fact? It will be devastating to anybody to be disowned like this, and the royal family don't want any of the moves against Harry to be ever disclosed to the public. They manipulate the British press against the Sussex family daily and vigorously, and they want Harry to be quiet. What cheek! Why can't the mothers and fathers of England understand how ruthless this royal family truly is when it comes to spending their own money? This is just, and so many people have just been saying the same thing. So many people have been saying the same thing. Like, even, like, set aside everything else. Like, at the end of the day, whether you like someone, whether you hate them, don't you just, like, you will never wish the worst on them, like to get killed or to be attacked or to be kidnapped or all these things. And this is the same thing people have been calling on King Charles and William. Like, regardless of the rift, why can't you guys just want the safety of your brother, of your son, and your grandbabies, your niece, your nephew? Why can you not guarantee that? Why were you willing to put them in harm's way? This is something that most people are having trouble understanding, and I'm also having trouble understanding, because that is just despicable. And she literally just said it very well, that William, these people are billionaires. Let me repeat. That is the true question and reason that King Charles and Prince William are trying to hide, because it is money out of their own pockets. They are both billionaires, but would rather have their son, brother, uncle, niece, nephew, grandchildren be kidnapped or tortured, stroke murdered, than pay for security for a few visits to Britain. That, and also even when Harry offered to pay, they refused. And this just tells you it's not about the security anymore. They just want to punish Harry. And you know why? Because he chose Meghan, a woman of color, chose his family, moved away. I'm not even making this up. This man just is disgusting to the core. And the world has lost so much respect for him after this incident. Because if you can treat your own son this way, appallingly, you don't care about the safety of your son, you don't care about the safety of your grandkids, how are you going to treat these other citizens? The Brits, how are you going to treat them if you cannot treat your own son with safety, just to ensure his safety? You don't care. How are they supposed to trust you with their safety if this is how you treat your own son? That is just alarming. And I'm glad this United Nations spokesperson literally was like, this is what she said, put her 2 cents in, and it's like, let's call it for what it is. William and Charles are behind this, and they're just so despicable, and this must hurt Harry. And when Harry is a good person, because he was even willing to reconcile with these idiots, these clowns, these evil human beings after everything they've put him through. That just speaks volume of who Harry is, how big his heart is to the core. Yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys that update. As always, let me know what you think, because sometimes I just get so frustrated with anything to do with King Charles and William. They just irritate me. They make my blood boil. Because what do you mean you don't care about your brother and your son and your grandkids? that you're willing to put them in harm's way. But the world watched. So, God forbid anything happens, we now know who to ask. We now know who to blame. That is everything. That is what people are saying. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Do you agree with this? With Antoinette? Do you agree with everything, her sentiments? Let me know. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button to like and to share this video. I'm Emerald, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.